Lighthouse Dark is a partially improvised fictional comedy. Every season, you can count on 3 things. 1, someone will get lost. 2, someone will find a collection of weird commercials, news clips, and homemade videos. And 3, trying to survive. Could be deadly. On this week's show, Carson makes a friend. Let's get lost. Okay, hi everyone. It's me again, your old pal Carson Brooks. Thought I'd check back in and let you know how things are going up here at the cabin. I feel pretty good. My workout's been going awesome. The food situation is decent, and that creature on the roof has only minimally bugged me lately, so all in all, can't complain. I thought I'd turn this thing back on and say hi to anyone who might be listening. It's kind of a big day for me. I've been scouting this deer for the past couple of days, and I think I'm onto something. I think I found a feeding ground, so we're going to track out there and see what we can find today. It's a pretty nice day out so far, but there seem to be some dark clouds on the horizon there. Well, not to worry. I think we'll be fine. I mean, of course, you'll be fine. You're not up here. Still stuck, but that's okay. I'm making the most of it now. And for anyone tuning in for the first time, if this is the first of my transmissions you've heard, go ahead and listen to some of the old ones. You'll get the gist soon enough. Long story short, I'm stuck up here in a cabin in Alaska. And since I can't get word to anyone, I can't get help, well, I'm just making the most of it. But I'm all filled up on soup, had a good lunch. So yeah, let's see what we can find here. Now, I am going to have to turn the app off when I get closer to the thing. What else to say? The exercise bike, my home gym in the basement, that's doing pretty well. Holding up. I haven't been back to the buzzing room very much. Stopped by there once or twice, just out of curiosity, and the thing's still locked, but that's fine. No word from Hazel lately. Also fine. Still fighting the loneliness, but I'm getting used to it. Alright, well, I'm coming up on the spot where I saw the deer yesterday, so I'm gonna pause for a sec. I'll be right back. Somehow I lost it again. That's alright. I'm gonna try to circle around, see if it took a detour. If I just... Wait, there's movement. Is this it? Is that the deer? No, it's standing far too tall to be a deer. That's a person. There's someone else up here. Okay, here's how this is gonna go down. I've been burned far too many times up here with strangers wandering around the snow. And whoever this one is, they're not stepping foot inside my cabin unless I say so. Luckily, I have a good amount of ammo, so any argument we have should be short. Oh, I wouldn't shoot without all the info, but it's not off the table. Here we go. I'm gonna stop talking to you for a little bit, but I'm gonna keep recording. Let's see what this is all about. Excuse me. You frightened me. I didn't know there was anyone else up here in these parts. Are you lost, sir? No, I'm actually just on vacation. I like to do my hunting away from the home. Helps me feel one with nature. Oh, any luck so far? No, none yet, but I did spot a deer nearby. Can't seem to find him today, though. Oh, you've been up here more than a day. You staying at one of the cabins around here? Oh, no. I've just been kind of roughing it. I found a cave and stayed in that last night, in my sleeping bag. Oh, faithful. What about you, stranger? You staying at one of the cabins up here? I've got a roof over my head when I need one. So, did you come up here all alone? It's pretty far to come, all alone. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, hunting's a solitary sport. That's what I always say. Yeah, I just needed a break from it all. The kids were driving me nuts, and the wife, well, we've kind of been on the outs. But you don't need to know my life story. I don't even know your name. What is it? Heathcliff. You can call me Cliff. And you? Jacob. You can call me Jacob. Well, Jacob, it's nice to meet you. Likewise. Yeah, hunting's in my blood. Been doing it as long as I can remember. When I'm not busy hunting, I'm a waiter. Full-time. Been there since I was a kid. Really? Does that pay the bills? Oh, I work non-stop. And I take other jobs on the side when I need to. How long you up here for, Cliff? Oh, it's kind of a home away from home for me. Yeah, I think I'll be here for the long haul. You said you saw a deer? I've been tracking one myself, but I just lost it a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, probably the same one then. You up here with anyone? You got a wife? Kids? Girlfriend? Boyfriend?
Those are kind of personal questions considering we just met, but no, I'm all alone up here. But as you can see, I'm well protected.
Yes, as am I. I suppose I should talk to my wife, see where things went wrong.
I'm not really qualified to speak to that. Hey, did you come up here in a car or a truck or something?
Oh, well, yeah.
Mind if I asked where you parked it?
It's kind of a weird question.
I can't get my car to start, and I'm gonna have to head into town soon if I want to get some more food up here, besides the hunting.
Yeah, I parked the truck down at the bottom of the mountain. Say, you want to go for a grocery run now? I can take you.
Let's put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. Tell you what, though. I'm hungry. I presume you're a little hungry if you're hunting a deer?
I could eat.
Well then, let's say we track this thing together. We can split it.
Well, I'd kind of planned on just doing it myself, but that should work.
All right, it's a deal then.
You got a message on your phone there or something?
No. Why?
Just keeps flashing at you there. Are you recording something? Are you recording me?
Oh, sorry. My therapist says I should keep a journal, so gotta have this thing on at all times. Sometimes I pretend I'm talking to people. It's not crazy if you do it into a phone, right?
I guess not. Alright, so where did you lose this thing?
Well, the last I saw it was just heading through that batch of trees over there. You want to walk together till we get eyes on it and then figure out a plan of attack?
Works for me. Hey, what's the thing you got sticking out of the phone there?
Flash drive.
Why?
Commercials. Weird commercials. Just the strangest home video clips, news features. My ex-wife loved the things. She kind of collected them. I brought a few of the flash drives up here with me, just for something to listen to.
I see. That's different.
Yeah.
Alright, well, unless you want the deer to hear us, better shut off your little voice recorder for now.
Good call. Is your house on fire? Then it's already too late. You should have called Faraday Fire Insurance when you had the chance. Don't call us now. Call 911. Where are your priorities? Oh, you're on the second floor, aren't you? Better get that rope ladder you stashed away for emergencies. Oh, can't find it, can you? Well, I guess the people you love will die. All because you didn't get Faraday Fire Insurance. Never been in a fire? Then the odds are better than ever that you will be. Stop rolling the dice. Insurance was made for just in case. And there's no more horrifying just in case than walking into the front door and seeing the person or animal you love engulfed in flames. The only way to ensure you at least get paid for the nightmares you're about to witness is to buy one of our 17 insurance packages. Sign up now and we'll throw in a free seat cushion. Remember those fire drills you used to have to do as a kid? When you'd go into that weird trailer that was designed to look like a home, and they had smoke, but it was strawberry scented, so it wouldn't hurt your little lungs? Guess what? Real smoke kills you. I used to think my home was fireproof. Then one night, I woke up and it felt warmer than usual. This was late December, and my right arm felt like it was on fire. Turns out, it was. Thankfully, I had Faraday Fire Insurance, which covered 10% of my hospital bill. My husband and I were close for many years, but he refused to buy fire insurance. And one day I found him dead in our bed. He didn't burn to death or anything, but there was a note on his chest, and I could tell it was written in his handwriting. And all that note said was, "By Faraday." Who am I to deny my husband's cryptic dying wish? Sometimes my mommy leaves the candle unattended. I wish we had fire insurance. Do you really want to see this kid go up in smoke? Try not to think about how weird it is that we're making a profit off of your potential doom. Choose Faraday Fire Insurance, just in case.
Now where did I leave my notes?
Don't log too many hours. She's not going anywhere. Don't be afraid to lighten up, too.
If I want advice, I'll buy a fortune cookie. Bye, Denise.
Bye.
The patient is a Mrs. Pam Reynolds. Died March 23rd, 2023. According to reports, she died from blunt force trauma to the head. I'm here to make sure that's right. Let's get started. By now, those of you listening to this report know that I like to add a little color to my recordings, just to keep things fresh. But don't mistake that for unprofessionalism. I take my job seriously. Hopefully I can get a lot of this done before my special delivery arrives. I cannot afford to miss it. Alright, subject is appropriately cold. No signs of struggle underneath the fingernails. Nothing weird on the back of her head, aside from the large fracture at the base of the skull. The shattered kneecap looks like it was probably caused by falling. Close enough. Checking her neck now. What's this? There seems to be a small mark on the side of her neck. The left side of her neck. Almost a tiny pinprick. This wasn't in any of the reports. I better get the info to toxicology. Whatever Pam Reynolds died of, we can no longer be sure it was blunt force trauma.
Are you in there playing detective again?
Ah, you could have knocked.
I have your delivery.
My delivery. I must pause. I will return.
Do you always talk like a robot? Here.
Is it what I asked for?
Yes, turkey, cheese, lettuce, mayo, and mustard.
On whole wheat bread?
Yes, on whole wheat.
From...
Bread boys, of course.
And it's toasted?
Yes, it's toasted. At least use the napkins this time.
Thanks, Denise. Go home. Alright, now that she's gone, I can celebrate. If there's one thing that can take my mind off death at a time like this, it's a turkey sub. Oh, sorry, forgot to turn the recorder off. You know, I should do a commercial for them.
You know, I like this pizza place. Welcome, one and all, to Ria's Pizza. At Ria's Pizza, we taste every pizza before we deliver it to your hungry mouth. That's why we bake an extra little sliver on the end, just for us to cut off and test. It's also why we charge more than most pizza places. Now hiring new taste testers. I used to try the pizzas myself. I just haven't been the same since that last trip to the ER. I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't let my pops down. This place was his dream. Now he doesn't dream of anything. In fact, he's barely conscious. We've seen your countless complaints about not offering dessert pizza, and we hear you. But I just can't for the life of me figure out how to make one. That's why we're proud to introduce pizza pie. Just name a common fruit and we'll bring a can of pie filling to your table to dump on your pizza. Do you like the atmosphere here? What do you think of the music? Our jukebox keeps throwing sparks, but we're still pumping those jams. We got a CD player hooked up to the speakers now. Some of my fondest childhood memories come from this pizza place. In fact, some of my only childhood memories come from this place. My dad wasn't home a lot, and Mom drank heavily, but only for the first 5 to 10 years of my life. Things turned around when she entered the program. Pops likes to think it's because of the pizza. Ria's Pizza is also proud to announce a new streaming partnership. Starting Wednesday, June 8th, buy any movie from Streamaglobe, show us proof with a receipt, and you'll earn credit toward a quarter of a pizza pie. Buy yourself 3 more movies, and you get a free pizza. You know, I used to stay up all night wondering how I could impress my dad. Being lactose intolerant, I was pretty much born a disappointment to the old man. Now I'm trying to make up for it. Will you help me out? Will ya? Please? Well, if not, just come in and say hi. We look forward to seeing your hungry face at Ria's Pizza. Food you can eat.
I'll tell you, I really didn't think we were going to make it. Yeah, he thought he shook us. You're pretty good with that rifle.
I've had a little practice in my day, but probably not as much as you. All right, so... Oh, wait, you said your truck's at the bottom of the mountain. What are we going to do with this thing? You don't happen to be hiding a big sharp knife in your backpack, do you?
Nah, just food and water. To be honest, I didn't think I'd actually catch it.
Well, we can drag it. I do have a tarp in here. Okay, tarp's good. We can do that. If you don't mind, though, can we maybe take a load off first? I'm really exhausted all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was a long hunt.
You don't have an extra water on you, do you?
I actually only have 1 bottle, but it turns out it's all I need.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just get some of mine back at the cabin.
Oh, no, that's okay. Here, I'll show you where I found it. The water.
Okay. Oh, I haven't been out this way. So what do you like most about being a waiter?
The tips. It's a living. You meet some interesting people that way, too. And, I get discounts on the food. That's nice.
Awesome. What's the place called?
Larry's. Yeah, it's Larry's Pork.
Larry's Pork. Oh, you guys sell barbecue?
Only the best.
How many years you been coming up here?
It's my first year. Yeah, no regrets so far.
Where exactly are we going?
Right here. How do you like that?
All my time up here, how did I not notice a pond? It's beautiful. And that stuff is drinkable? It's clean?
Near as I can tell. So this cabin of yours, is that 2 stories?
Yep. Well, 3 if you count the basement.
Wait a minute, does it have a chipped railing?
Well, I never really stopped to look at it, but... Well, yeah. Yeah, the second step down, right by the...
Right by the knob on top of the post. Yeah, I saw that one, yesterday, on my way to find the deer. How much is it costing you?
Oh, I make do. You said this is your first time up here. How'd you know about the pond?
I just found it.
No offense, Jacob, but this isn't something you just stumble upon out here. I've been up here for a week. I never even heard running water.
Are we having a problem here? I thought we just bonded or something.
Yeah, never mind. Ooh, you go crazy up here, you know I'm getting cabin fever, I think.
Well, here, have some of this water. That'll help you.
If you say so. Oh, yeah, that is pretty good. Wow. Yeah, do you want to fill up your bottle there?
I think I'm good for now.
All right, well, let's get your tarp out and drag that thing back to the cabin.
You got some sharp stuff in the kitchen there?
I got some stuff I think will do the trick, yeah. I'm not sure how much you'll be able to haul back in that little backpack of yours, though.
Oh, this can carry a lot of meat.
Good to know. Well, you know where the cabin is. Why don't you lead the way? I'm just gonna take another couple of drinks of water here.
All right, happy to.
All right, listen, guys. I'm not stupid. I know something's really off about this guy. But I can't show my hand right now. Just trust me. When the time is right, I'll do what needs to be done. I don't know who this guy is or why he's up here, but I'm getting tired of crazy people. You know, when I met this guy, I was actually hoping to make a friend. I can't judge one way or the other right now, but I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And I'm gonna protect my cabin. And that means I need a game plan. Alright, I've given him enough of a head start. I gotta catch up. Here, listen to this stuff.
Well, hi, I'm Stan. Have you guys heard of taxi cabs? Are you tired of knowing what that weird smell is when a stranger drives you somewhere? Where's the mystery? We value tradition here at FasterCab. That's why our cabbies will make sure you know at least 2 life choices they regret. What's that? You want to ride to your doctor's appointment in peace? Well, Richard wants to be a doctor, but you don't call the shots, and Richard can't seem to get his hands to stop shaking. He won't tell us why, but I bet he'll tell you. Why is everyone launching their own boring driving services? You know, getting from point A to B is too predictable these days. FasterCab doesn't play that game. Our drivers will keep you on your toes. They'll quote you a random price each time you ride, even if you visit the same place every day. If you mess with, annoy, or even just talk to your cab driver for too long, we will confiscate your driver's license and drop you off at a farm somewhere. Now offering free internet service for 6 days. What do you people have against cab rides anyway? Do we really need to make another sitcom? Are there not enough movies out there about taxis? You know what we need to do? We need to set up a really good 24-hour streaming service that just shows taxi rides all day, all night, every day and night. Does one of those already exist? I don't have time to check because I'm on the clock. In fact, give me a second here. Here you go.
How much is it this time?
$37.50.
We just went a block. I've been in the car for 6 minutes.
Yes, you have, but I've been smelling you for 10. Now pay up. Thank you. Tell your friends, FasterCab. See, we even treat our horrible customers like $1 million. If you've got somewhere to be, don't let some other stranger drive you. Pick the strangers that do it best. FasterCab. Well, this is page 1 bookstore. Might as well come in and kill some time, right? Wrong. There are plenty of reasons to come inside. Books are great, but you don't seem to care, so we'll just try some random programs until you do. Check out Wishlist Wednesday. Our latest and final hire, Bucket List Benny, will be happy to help you check off absolutely everything on your bucket list. You don't even have to pay him. Just buy him a book, and don't ask questions. We're eager to unveil our newest section, the Fancy Smart People Corner. Feel like making fun of readers just trying to look intelligent? Come to the back room and spy on them with our monitors. Come up with the best insult and win $3 off a $30 book. Books not your thing? Stop by bright and early Saturday morning to watch some old guys play chess. Join them for a game to brush up on opinion politics and question your life choices. Then enter our pool by picking which one of the codgers will die first. The winner receives a large cup of plain coffee on the house, plus 10% off a $30 book. You know those stores that sell more books than toys? Well, we can't afford that. We're more a toy store than a bookstore, but people don't like those either. We pretty much have a little bit of everything that nobody wants. But you know what we do have? We got coffee. One of our favorite employees, Rod, always seems to overbuy coffee at the grocery store each week, so he'll bring in the extra packets, and the rest of us will just bring some old mugs. You bring the coffee pot, we've got the instant packets. Page One is also launching a brand new contest for those of you who want to get a book published. Just write 50 to 300 pages on how to save a dying bookstore. What will you win? Our undying love and appreciation. We'll also staple the pages together for you. And if you agree to talk us up in an interview with the local news, we'll give you $3 off a $30 book. Come to Page One and open a book. Please, do it for the children. They don't have parents willing to buy books for them. In fact, they might not have parents. They've just kind of been chilling out over there for like 4 hours. The Puppet Palace has everything you need. If you're looking for puppets, stop by our celebrity wall to see lifelike recreations of the horror movie puppets that scared you as a child. Then head into the
Nightmare Room.
frogmen with hatchets in their heads, midnight black squirrels playing the recorder, ferrets. We dare you to find a Nightmare Room puppet that's not likely cursed. Step into this room and you just know one of these faces will be the last thing you see before you die. Plus, sweet and sour story hour for kids. The first half hour is for perpetuating the lie that life can be good if your smile is big enough. The second half hour is hosted by a puppeteer who hasn't smiled a day in her life. She'll teach kids what to really expect from the cold, barren darkness of the real world. She also has stickers. This Friday at midnight, join our Puppets After Dark ritual. We'll use an old Ouija board to summon the famous marionettes of old. We'll ask them what the afterlife is like, and they'll respond by making one of our puppets dance. We've got a dance interpreter to help read the signals. And who could forget the life-size human puppet workshop? Turn yourself into a giant life-size puppet to make little kids laugh and grown men scream at your next social function. Do you like puppets that can talk? There's probably a few that can, but I don't think you'll like what they have to say. The Puppet Palace has everything you need, for whatever reason you need it. Why would grown men and women buy puppets? That's between them and their god. But don't worry, not everything is creepy at the Puppet Palace. We have several innocent-looking animal puppets to bring laughter and joy to your little ones' faces. But we do close promptly at 6. Just feel safer that way. Hi everyone, it's Gary the Gopher again, from Wild Ricky's Amusement Resort and Park. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Confrontation makes me uncomfortable. I begged him not to make me do this. Then I blacked out, and when I came to, they had this camera just pointed right at my face. I'm here to ask you to please pray for Wild Ricky, who attacked a patron that asked where the arcade was. In Ricky's defense, there are signs posted everywhere. The patron is on life support, while Ricky is in the ICU with a friendly police detail. At least he's got company. If this commercial airs when they think it will, then come on out to Wild Ricky's Amusement Resort and Park this Saturday and Sunday after hours for a special Moonlight Vigil. We'll be singing some of Wild Ricky's favorite songs and sending him well wishes, thoughts, and prayers. We'll also take up a special collection for anger management in the hope that one day he'll agree to take some classes. Most of our rides will still be open despite the cold weather. My favorite lately has been the Ferris wheel. Sometimes when I get lucky, it stops at the top, and I can pretend my life here doesn't exist. The antique cars have been shut down due to an unfortunate accident. We're thinking about installing guide tracks. The police tape's not for show. The arcade is still closed. We're having a hard time cleaning up the blood. Come on out to Wild Ricky's Amusement Resort and Park to pray for Ricky and that guy on life support. Hopefully all this will blow over in no time and we can get back to the fun, if strained life we all lead here at this crazy carnival in the woods we call home. Was that good enough? Will you guys let me go home now?
So this is the cabin. Wow, it looks beautiful.
It's your typical standard cabin, but thanks.
How long you say you've been up here?
About a week. Here, let me just squeeze by you. Yeah. Now come on in, I'm gonna go get the sharp stuff. Here, let me just put a few things away here.
Mind if I use the bathroom?
Yeah, go for it. Upstairs, third door on the right. Alright, listeners, here's the plan. I got the rifles down off the wall, and I put all of them in the closet, except for one, which I'm gonna leave out propped against the couch. Now I'm gonna stay in the kitchen the whole time, and I'm gonna listen as hard as I can, just in case this Jacob guy tries to pull anything. I really hope I'm wrong about this guy. But I don't like the way he looked at this cabin. Like he knew it. Like it was an old friend. Whoever this place belonged to, this is my place now.
Hey, you know there's a room up there that's just buzzing?
Hadn't noticed.
Have you even been upstairs?
Hey, you want to make sure the tarp is ready? You can unpack in the living room there. There's a lot of space.
Yeah, I'll get the stuff out. Place grows on you, doesn't it?
I've never been much for the cold wilderness, but yeah.
No, I mean the cabin. That warm fireplace, the little downstairs bedroom, even that alcove where you're looking for your knives. Kinda cozy, isn't it?
Hey, how's it coming with the tarp?
I get the sense you don't want me here.
Listen, I don't need new friends. I need the deer. Let's just go get the deer, we'll split it, and you can get out of here.
Whoa, Mr. Sensitive all of a sudden. What did I do to offend you?
Nothing, sorry. Alright, I got the knives. You want to open your backpack for me there?
Yeah, sure, here you go.
Thanks. Oh, that's a good-looking tarp.
Alright, let's head back out there. Oh, just be careful of that clearing by the pond. There's a really steep drop-off.
Got it.
Sorry, it's taking me a minute with the backpack. You go on ahead, I just gotta finish packing it up.
No, I can wait.
Okay. Are you coming or not?
Yeah, oh, let me just grab a bottle here so I can fill it up with some of that water.
Good idea.
And you're walking kind of funny. There a reason for that, Jacob?
What? No, just a superstition.
Walking backwards out of a room?
Yeah, call me crazy. And I'll see you outside.
It's exactly what I thought. The gun I left in the living room is gone. Just gone. Yeah, you know where it is now. Well, I gave him a chance. I tried. I thought, hey, maybe life will be good to me for a change and I can make a friend up here. Maybe not only can I call this place my new home, maybe not only will I find a very, very edible, succulent deer, but maybe I can make a friend. Someone I can talk to that's not just some voice recording app on my phone. But no, Carson Brooks can't have nice things. Well, that's fine, because this is my house, and at least I have that. I'll tell you who's never going to have it, who I will never let have it, and that's that man masquerading as Jacob. Because I know who that really is. At least I think I do. And once I see Hazel again, I'll confirm it. But in the meantime, I gotta go grab that deer.
I thought you weren't coming.
Yeah, had to take a leak.
Well, it's looking kind of stormy out there, isn't it?
I can't really tell from here. Why don't we head down to the pond? Maybe I'll get a better view.
All right.
Oh, it is a really beautiful day out here, isn't it?
That it is, Cliff.
So you said you saw a storm coming?
Yeah, there's some clouds just right there, by the clearing. Go on, take a look.
All right. It does look a little dark out there. You a storm guy?
You know, the only problem with living up here alone is living up here alone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Turn and face me, Heathcliff.
So what's your real name?
You don't get to know that. And yours?
Come closer and I'll tell you.
I don't think I have to come closer. I think I got everything I need right here. Where'd you get that knife? My gun?
It's not your gun anymore. Now if we're gonna fight, we're gonna do it right. Come at me.
You already cheated. You brought a knife. That's my cabin, kid.
No, not anymore. The cabin's mine. All mine. Hazel says hi. I get so tired of killing people. Well, it had to be done. Well, listeners, I am going to take this tarp and this backpack, and I am going to go drag a deer to my cabin and enjoy every last bite of that meat. I'll talk to you soon.
New to downtown Norpenoff, The Cutting Edge, a barber shop run by the cool kids who didn't go anywhere after college. If you were a cool kid in school and you finally made it somewhere, this'll let you relive your glory days. It's got all your favorite music you remember from school. Name a song, and our barbers will start beatboxing. Are you experiencing hair loss? Not like these guys. If you're successful, laugh at these idiots who aren't. If you're a shy loser, and you always were, come on in and laugh on the inside, as the same jocks who once stuffed you in your locker have to sit there and cut your hair just how you want it. If any of these fellas look familiar, be sure to check out the yearbook stand. But no nasty comments. We don't want another Jerry situation. Remember, there are blades everywhere. These barbers are far too cool to admit being part of a quartet, but sometimes, an hour or two before closing, listen really closely, and you might just hear a melody floating to you from the snack corner. That's where they all dump their potato chip bags. They can't afford a vending machine. Times are tough. You might even make a new friend. I was picked on a lot in school, mostly because of my voice, but sometimes because of my face. Well, the first time Johnny cut my hair, I was terrified. I kept having these heart palpitations. At first, I mistook the genuine smile on his face for a grin, and I tried to get out of there. Then I realized he wasn't the Donnie I remembered. Now, he's a regular at my weekly poker night.
I was a football player in college. I thought I was gonna go pro. Then my girlfriend got pregnant, left me, and got hit by a bus. I thought there was nothing left for me. One morning I woke up and found a pair of scissors in my hand, and I decided that was a sign to become a barber. I couldn't have done it without the cutting edge. Everyone else just kept asking questions. The cutting edge. Better than you think.
Now this is soup. Really. You've never heard of it before. It's SureSoup. Brand new name, same soupy flavor. We used to be called Premium Taste, but people kept asking questions like, is this really soup? And we'd say, sure it is. We got tired of the questions, so now it's in the name. SureSoup. This stuff tastes so good, we're selling it to food pantries. These may have normal names, but they're not your normal flavors. Take tomato soup. Most tomato soup doesn't have a bitter aftertaste. That's the nutmeg. It's designed to give you a special fall feeling. Now sure, our potato soup might taste a little off, and the beef stew might taste more like pea soup. But do you really want to spend all that extra money on some brand name and stuff that just happens to taste exactly how you expect it to? Each can of SureSoup is backed by our special 30-day guarantee. We guarantee if you eat it within 30 days, you probably won't get food poisoning. It's all courtesy of our special chef, Greg. This guy might not have the best taste buds in the business, but he gets pretty close. When the day is long and the night is freezing and you just don't have any money, try us. This stuff tastes so good you'll swear it's real. I have a confession to make. I shouldn't be here. I almost died choking on a roast beef sandwich last June. The waiters didn't know what to do. The waitresses avoided me, as usual. I wasn't there with any friends because they were all busy that night. So I'm lying there on the floor, hands around my throat, kicking up a storm just waiting to see the big guy, when suddenly this shadow appears. And that's when I met Greg. He had a spoon in his hand and a smile on his lips. That's when he gently opened my mouth and fed me the weirdest tomato soup I've ever had. But you know what? It saved me. It saved me. It's really a passion project. If you're passionate about people who are passionate about making relatively normal soup, you found them. Stock up on SureSoup today. Sure, it's soup.
There's a reason this man is smiling. There's a reason that woman is crying. The reason is the same. Glasses. Welcome to 2020 Perfect Vision. These optometrists have been training longer than you've been alive. Look at these fancy gadgets and doodads they use to craft the perfect lenses. You no longer have to wait for your glasses. We buy in bulk. Let's go back to that man. Look at that smile, so confident, despite the missing teeth. This woman is crying because she can't afford beautiful glasses. Not even our most basic type. And we're proud of that. It's all about quality at 2020 Perfect Vision. We don't even need luxury fashion wear. We are luxury fashion wear, all of it. You might not even be able to afford an eye appointment. But if you can, oh, you're gonna remember it. Step through these crisp, clean doors for an eye exam, glasses, free judgment, and your secret favorite pastime. Pretending there's a difference between lenses A and B. If you can't afford 2020 Perfect Vision, you're beneath us. Money is what makes us who we are. Money is what matters, and if you don't look good, you might as well die. It's taken us a long time to turn 4 eyes into a compliment. But with such high prices in today's economy, how do you know you can really trust us? Spoiler alert, those little air puffs we shoot into your eyes to see if you have any debilitating diseases, they're for us. They do nothing. They don't tell us anything. More than anything, it's like one of those don't laugh challenges. By the end of the day, yes, we'll laugh at you. You look ridiculous, flinching like that. Believe it or not though, we care. We do, really. In fact, despite our usually high prices, if you were picked on in school, time and again, Just bring in a yearbook with some hastily scrawled, very nasty messages, and as long as each message is in different handwriting, we'll assume they're not written by you, and we'll give you a free eye exam. How desperately do you want to look good while seeing things? Welcome to 2020 Perfect Vision. The future is coming. That's what it does. I've been sitting here for an hour, reading this note. I can't describe to you how hungry I am right now. This is a note that Hazel wrote, the previous owner of this cabin. She lived up here with her family, until her sons turned into cannibals. There's a few words that stand out to me in this letter, talking about the hunger. She says in here, if you feel it, run. I am hungrier than I could possibly describe. I've eaten a quarter of the deer, and I'm starving. One other thing, I didn't cook the meat. No, just ate it raw. Ate all of that raw. And it tasted amazing. Once I had a taste of that, I knew I could never eat cooked meat again. Not the same way. There'd always be something missing. So I've been sitting here, reading this note, just trying to make sense of everything, just trying to avoid thinking about the hunger. But I can only do that for so long. There's a darkness in this cabin, and I'm hungry. Potato chips just aren't gonna cut it anymore, and jerky is a poor substitute for raw meat. I put a little expired barbecue sauce on it, but it didn't quite have that same kick. So apparently I'm supposed to run now. I don't know if I'm gonna turn out the way Hazel's kids did, but I do know that calling this place home is not gonna be quite as easy as I thought it was. Oh, really want to eat something right now. If any authorities are listening, I pushed the man named Jacob off the cliff in self-defense. He had a rifle pointed on me. Why does everyone want to kill me? Guess I just got that kind of face. That's okay. They haven't succeeded yet. Part of me wanted to start a new life up here, but that's gone. That's already past tense. Sayonara, sucker. Adios, baby. There's no normalcy up here. Not in this cabin. Not now. Not with my insides clawing at me, demanding food. I thought I at least wouldn't be miserable. I thought if I just changed my mindset, it could be enough. That I could just hunker down here and live a life. But things turned south the second I got lost. Well, technically things turned south when my friends died, but I didn't know they were dead, so this technically still counts as when things went south. My friends are dead. My students back in Maine are, well, probably fine. And I'm stuck up here in a haunted cabin with a growing urge to eat raw meat. Who knows where I'll be when you hear from me again. Well, that's all for now. I got some raw deer meat to eat. Hello, Lightkeepers. Just a quick note that we actually have an extra episode coming out this month. It's a standalone Halloween special, so give it a listen and let me know what you think. For all the latest on Lighthouse Dark, stop by Facebook at Lighthouse Dark Podcast, check out our website, lighthousedark.com, and say hi on Twitter at Dark Lantern Pod. Lighthouse Dark was created and produced by Travis Corter. Story by Travis Corter. Voices by Travis Corter. Our theme song comes from epidemicsound.com. Additional music and sound effects courtesy of epidemicsound.com and storyblocks.com. For more info, see the description. Before you listen to the next one, take a minute to rate and review Lighthouse Dark on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Until next time, remember, we're all in this together. Keep those lanterns lit.
We'll use an old Ouija board to summon the famous marionettes of old. We'll ask them what the afterlife is like, and they'll respond by making one of our puppets dance.